Alrighty, well, hello everybody. I hope you guys are all doing well today. Welcome on in. Yo. So if you don't know, I had an incident last week and ended up getting a concussion. So I ended up essentially taking the whole week off. I'm definitely feeling better, so that's a good thing. And I will say, as much as I didn't want to take the time off, I think it was kind of good for me. So, as I mentioned in my Discord, I've got that if you guys know the show the Oblongs, I've got that manic pep and vitality. I've had pep and I've had vitality, but I've never had pep and vitality. So, as weird as it sounds too, there's definitely been a mood swing for me as well, so I'm hoping I can just kind of ride that. But either way, I'm gonna keep it simple for a bit, just make sure I'm good. Updates in general for this week, it's really just two things. I want to just make sure you guys know Thursday it's probably no stream. I've got the big sample collection day, and then Friday is possibly a delayed start because I have a vet appointment with the cat. Takamoto gets his yearly checkup, so with that in mind, why don't we get back to our adventures here. So we were at the pawnbroker, and I'm just trying to remember because, man, my brain is... Ran, how's it going? Did you get your account all settled? Cause your Discord got hacked there. Did you get that all taken care of? I'm hoping you did. Oh, you just deleted it? Oh. You made a new one? Okay. Well, make sure you rejoin. Because oh no, it was the bot, not bot! Bot! You have one job, bot. Like, come on. What are you doing? It's off. Why do you turn yourself off? Okay. But yeah, I'm trying to remember. So we went to the pawnbroker because because Sholmes picked up a viola instead of his freaking Stradivarius violin, because he's a moron sometimes. We saw the thief girl who's picking up a jacket, and then some guy came in claiming it was his. But we proved that that was actually not the case. And that was about it, I feel like. That's all we really had the time for, so we're gonna continue along here. The Adventure of the Unspeakable Story Investigation Part 2. Alright, we got the 15th of April, Baker Street. Let's get the autoplay going here. Gina. See, that's why I ate grown-ups. All they do is feed you a pack of lies and take stuff away from you. Oh, really, Miss Lestrade? Tell me, is that overcoat keeping you warm? What? Oh my, surely you were given that. Yeah, the deal let me keep it after I looked daggers at him for long enough. He went through the pockets and then said, "Go on then, have it," before telling me to scupper. Always pays off giving people a look like you ate them. I can't help feeling that's going to get you into serious trouble one day. What I really wanted was that nice shiny disc mind. Right, the music box disc. The music box disc? Thank you for saying what I just said, but Mr. Windibank said it was practically worthless. I think I'm gonna go have another bash. Give him a long, hard stare. I think not, Miss Lestrade. We shan't enter Windibanks again today. Why not? That's not fair. It can't be helped, I'm afraid. The police are investigating the scene now and taking a statement from Mr. Windibank. But that disc's mine. I had the ticket for this coat, and it was in this coat's pocket, and there should be something else and all. That's what the Rotten Cove said, ain't it? Yes, he did mention something about another article, didn't he? Well, then that's mine too, whatever it is. Now she's really pushing her luck. Miss Lestrade, I think it's time to admit defeat. You've had your haul for the day. Yeah, and it's all your fault, Jones. So, what are your plans now? Will you dine with us this evening? Eh? Iris would be delighted to cook, I'm sure, and I might entertain you with a modest violin recital. No, duh. Oh. Why would I come round your place, eh? Have you lost your head or something? Oh dear, she's gone. Having reviled on me quite unnecessarily, I might add. I can't help wondering if perhaps she might turn up anyway. Interesting. Once she's had a chance to calm down, I think there's a good chance she'll decide to come. Very well then. I'll inform Iris to set a place for our potential guests at the dinner table this evening. And one more thing. I should be glad of your company later too. Sorry. I believe I will have a rather splendid surprise to show you. Oh, how exciting. What is it? You shall have to wait and see, Miss Susato. Until later, then. I guess we're moving to a new spot. So we can't go to the pawnbrokery. I guess we're gonna go back to our base, the Naruhodo Legal Consultancy, in the attic. What to do, Miss Susato? Can it really be that we've been in Great Britain for 2 months already? Yes, it's gone by in a flash, hasn't it? And what an English gentleman you trailed off there, Susato-san. I'm so sorry. When I thought through, I realized it's not at all true, actually. I simply don't feel that any Britishness has really rubbed off on you. Nor you, to be honest. Well, that's obviously because... Yes, I know. Without a doubt, it's your kimono. Most certainly stands out.
I do adore the attire of English ladies. It's quite delightful. But somehow, I just don't feel ready to abandon my Japanese dress just yet. I wonder how Susato-san would look in Western clothes. That would be interesting to see.
No, we don't even have anything. Okay. Let's go to Sholmes' suite. I guess this is gonna be the dinner. Yep, 15th April, 3:46 p.m. Sholmes' suite. Queen, how's it going? Hope you're well. Hope everybody's well. Welcome on.
Ah, Susie and Bruno! Come in, come in!
Good afternoon, Iris.
Thank you so much for breakfast this morning. Oh, don't mention it. Goodness, look at the time already.
Nashville? I went to Nashville once. It was for the Gaylord's Hotel Music City Bowl. when I was part of the when I was part of marching band. Well, I mean, I'm sure you can notice from what I said with the Discord, I've got a little more pep than usual. So I think the week break was as much as I didn't intend for it to happen. It was something. It was something I needed. I do have to watch out with the monsters though, because I took a week off of it. I had one this morning and I'm not 100% right, I feel like. So I do need to watch out with that, so. But otherwise I'm good. I hope you guys are well. And again, I hope everybody's well today. Yeah, we're just gonna, you know, play by ear. And see how this goes, you know? Busy as always.
I am. I'm preparing for I'm preparing everything for dinner this evening.
Already? You're obviously cooking something special, are you? Okay, there we go. Got it back.
Oh, yes! After all, we have a special guest joining us.
Oh, I need to double check something. Okay, I did turn that off for the last time. Okay. So I totally forgot last Monday, I didn't have the display capture off, so in the corner it was just the Twitch feed behind me, you guys saw in the corner. So it's off this time.
Oh yes! After all, we have a special guest joining us. Guess who it is? Go on! You'll never guess.
Look at those little eyes of hers shining.
Oh dear, it is awkward when you already know the answer, isn't it?
But I can just go along with them thinking you didn't know.
It's Jenny! Isn't that exciting? Oh, what a surprise! Yes, that's wonderful news.
Wow, Iris seems overjoyed at the idea.
I can't wait to learn some pickpocketing tips from a real professional.
Oh yes, that does sound like fun.
I'm not sure that's entirely appropriate. Are you, Mr. Naruhodo?
By the way, Iris, what's Mr. Sholmes up to?
Hurley? Oh, he's been like that ever since he got back.
Hello? Mr. Sholmes? I beg that you won't speak to me. Sorry. I don't know who you are, but kindly take your leave. As you can see, I'm not here. I don't know how to respond to that.
I do apologize. When he gets like this, he's completely oblivious to everything.
Yes, I see.
Really? He behaves just like a child sometimes, Hurley does. Mr. Sholmes and Iris have something of a parent and child relationship, don't they?
Yes, except that Iris is clearly the parent here. Come to think of it, I wonder where her real parents are.
What's the matter, Bruno? You have ever such a funny look on your face.
Oh, no, it's nothing.
I know what it is. Why does this girl live here with Mr. Sholmes, you're wondering? Am I right?
How? How did you...
Oh, Bruno, I can read you like a book.
Oh, this girl is dangerous.
Don't worry, you can ask me anything. I won't mind.
All right, well, let's converse and ask her some questions. All right, Ginny. So, by Ginny, you mean Miss Lestrade, the young woman from the McGilda case 2 months ago, right?
Yes, who also stole my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Although, after that trial, I invited her back here and we had dinner together. And now we're the best of friends. Oh, what a lovely tale. Yes, now if I bump into her on the street, she runs away as fast as she can. Oh. And I chase after her down the back alleys.
Interesting idea of friendship.
And then I let her have the latest color of smoke grenade I've developed. Oh. There's so many beautiful colors in the world. Ginny wants me to make a whole rainbow.
I suppose this means you've let Miss Lestrade keep the smoke grenade launcher, have you?
Yes, that's right. I got bored of it anyway. Hurley always reacts the same way when I shoot him with it now.
Or Hurley.
Ooh, I can't wait for Ginny to arrive. It's been too long since you last came over. I'm so excited.
I just hope she actually does come. All right, living with Sholmes.
I'm sure you've been wondering why it is I live here with Hurley, haven't you?
Well, it has crossed my mind that, and where are your real parents?
My mummy and daddy aren't with me anymore. Mummy passed away when I was born. And at around the same time, my father. Well, he had to go to a faraway land because one of the cases he and Hurley were working on.
Oh. Wait a minute. Did you say he and Hurley?
Yes. Daddy and Hurley were always solving mysterious cases together.
She didn't mention that before.
He wrote them all up in his diaries. That's what's in the metal chest over there.
I'm sure you can literally hear it too. That's the funny part about it. Really? You record them all?
So, you mean it's true, Mr. Sholmes? Really did have a partner with whom he tackled some of his most taxing cases. Oh, yes. I mean, it's always nice to have one, isn't it? So, Mr. Sholmes' partner was your father?
Exactly!
Hurley told me I wasn't allowed to look in the chest. But that only made me want to look even more. So I opened it up and found your father's memoirs. Yes, so I asked Hurley, who wrote these? He nearly fell off his chair. But then he told me, that's why I found out that the author of all those accounts was my father. So Iris's father was Mr. Sholmes' partner. All right. We're gonna ask about Iris's father. I've practically lived with Hurley all my life. I was tiny when he took me in. So, it came as quite a shock when Hurley told me he wasn't really my daddy, I mean.
It must have done. It must have. My brain's trying to wrap around that sentence. It must have done. I'm so confused by that line. It must have been. Maybe? Is that just like a mistranslation? It must have done. I don't know why I'm just lingering on this line. It's just, it must have done. Why does that bother me so much?
I wonder why Mr. Sholmes chose to tell you, and at yet such a young age.
I mean, the sooner you know, the better off you're gonna be in the long run, I feel like.
Hurley says it's because he wouldn't have been able to hide it from me. Oh? Well, having lived with Hurley all these years, you might say that his ways have rubbed off on me. There are some things I can just see. Especially lies. I almost know when people are lying before they open their mouths sometimes.
Right.
Anyway, I was so fascinated when I read Daddy's diaries. That's what inspired me to write The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, actually. I'd always assumed Mr. Sholmes simply told you all those thrilling stories. Oh no, Hurley's hopeless like that. He forgets everything. As soon as he solved a case, it all but vanishes from his mind. Oh, I see. The other day, it was so embarrassing. As usual, he totally forgot about the case he just solved. So, the very next day, he'd gathered together all the people involved and proceeded to solve the case again. It was quite a shock for everyone.
You could say that again. Oh my god, Hurley.
You share your father's surname, don't you, Iris? That's right, Wilson. Daddy is Dr. John H. Wilson. I learned from his diaries that he's a doctor of medicine, you see. That's what prompted me to study and study so that I could earn a doctorate as well.
Iris's father went to some distant land and is a doctor by the name of John H. Wilson. The courts will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. That's right. Visiting professor of medicine at Imperial Humane University. And a man who, in the most bizarre circumstances, lost his life just before we left Japan. Been so long, I totally forgot the connection. Mr. Sato.
Yes?
Perhaps we shouldn't pursue this conversation any further at this time.
I think that would be for the best.
Ah, my dear fellows, how good to see you.
Eek! Mr. Sholmes.
Why ever did you not make your presence known to me before? Well, no matter now. So, how the devil are you? We've been with you for most of the day. Goodness, really?
Do tell me, Mr. Sholmes, is your violin unscathed?
My violin? Whatever are you talking about, dear madam?
Oh,
Never mind that now. I've something far more interesting to show you. Behold, my dear fellows.
Oh, another music box disc.
No, not another disc, Mr. Sato. This is the one Gregson demanded we hand over as evidence. Mr. McGilded's disc.
Oh my.
No, that's definitely a different one. Then, what's it doing here? You know, at times, Mr. Naruhodo, I think that though I have an undeniable turn for detection, I may well be even more adept at larceny.
Ooh, that would be wonderfully exciting. I'd be your pickpocketing assistant. And Bruno could be our go-to lawyer if we ever got caught.
Right.
Plus, Susie has such beautiful handwriting, she can write all our menacing crime notifications. Yes, I'd be delighted.
Whoa! I'm just going to pretend this conversation never happened, I think. Why? That is 1,000% not the same disc, though. The original disc was gold. That one was silver. 100%. Those are different discs. All right, the music box disc. I don't understand. How did that disc come to be in your possession? I thought Inspector Gregson took it back to Scotland Yard. Quite correct. And that sort of uncompromising attitude is precisely why I carry some of this.
That's a bar of caramel, Mr. Sholmes.
Your one and only friend in times of loneliness, if I'm not mistaken. If you will humor me, my dear fellows. Cast your minds back to when the good detective confiscates the disc. I'll be taking that whatever it is of McGilded's down to the yard, thank you very much. So hand it over. Oh, yes, of course. If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. For the briefest of moments, I had the disc in my hand, did I not? Yes, you did, but I still don't understand. It was at precisely that moment I summoned my one and only friend into action. I pressed the disc into a pair of bars, like this. That's amazing. The disc and all the minuscule protrusions have made an image in the caramel. Indeed, this caramel is quite exceptional. I developed it myself, you know. Suitably soft for making impressions, but resistant to melting. The result of a precisely controlled solution.
How extraordinary.
Carrying a pair of these on one's person frequently proves very useful indeed. Take a house key, for example. A simple press and its unique form is duplicated. I can enter anyone's property at will, and never without high sucrose nourishment. Yes, it sounds illegal. From the image, I was able to create this. I confess I was most curious to know what manner of music would issue from the disc when played. Okay, that actually is a smart thing, but it is kind of weird that the blood didn't necessarily transfer to the caramel as well, I will say. Also, I am gonna show you this. A bit cool out, and the cat is nowhere to be found. He is sleeping under some blankets on the couch, so. The music on the disc.
Do tell us then, Mr. Sholmes. What music does the disc play?
Well, unfortunately, I have no idea. No idea? None whatsoever! Are you familiar with the workings of a music box, my dear fellows? No, I'm afraid not.
Goodness, you don't know, Bruno? Times. Inside the music box, there's a special metal piece called a comb. That's what produces the sound. Small protuberances pluck the different teeth of the comb as they rotate past it, making the different notes. The first music box to be invented used a rotating cylinder with protuberances on it.
But over time, a new type of player was produced, which uses discs, such as these. With that development, the popularity of music boxes spread far and wide, all around the globe.
Why, exactly?
Because the discs are easy to produce and can be interchanged to facilitate the playing of different tunes. There are a great many firms in Europe now manufacturing music boxes as a result.
It is wonderful to be able to enjoy music even when no performer is present.
But it is the very success of the invention that means we are now presented with an insurmountable problem. What do you mean? As you may imagine, the construction of one firm's music box does not match that of another. And we have no way of knowing in which music box this particular disc was designed to be played. There was no resolution to this problem, I'm afraid. It's quite intractable. Ah, I see. So that's why. Naturally, I tested the disc in those few music boxes I have at my disposal. But as you can hear, to no avail. The results were equally unsatisfactory in this one. So, I'm presently engaged in acquiring an example of all the music boxes ever made in Europe.
Every single one? That's early for you. Always taking things too far.
But my dear girl, an unsolved riddle is quite repugnant to my constitution. But surely all the different types in Europe will amount to a huge volume of music boxes, won't it? Yes, that is certainly true. In the worst case, I shall just have to ask you to vacate the attic room. What? Oh, so we can store all the like hundreds of different types of music boxes. Yeah, why make things standard when you can make your own money twice by selling the music box and then selling the discs for the music box, right? All right, let's ask about Magnus McGilded. Magnus McGilded, not a name I expected to hear again so soon. Yes, it's only been 2 months since that grisly case. Mr. McGilded perished within hours of the trial's conclusion. Was it the curse of the Reaper? No one knows. Still now. The omnibus was reduced to a pile of ash. Not a shred of evidence remains. And with the man's death, the truth about the murder in which he was so intimately involved was buried. Even though we successfully established Mr. McGilded's innocence in the trial, the newspapers are still claiming that it remains an unsolved case. The murder of the brickmaker, Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. In the end, the truth of the matter remains a mystery. We still have no idea of what really happened that night. And although Mr. McGilded was found not guilty through my defense, I still don't know if that was the right judgment or not. It would appear the case is not yet closed. Well, it's time I start getting things ready for dinner, I think. Ginny will be here before long. Thank you, Iris. Oh, well, you must let me help you then. Of course, Susie. There's plenty to do. I think I shall investigate the condition of my faithful performing partner. Now then, where did I leave it? Let this be a lesson to you, Mr. Sholmes. Never leave anything too precious with the pawnbroker. Yes, you may be right. Oh, that reminds me of something Mr. Windibank said before. He said that he had a manuscript of Iris's in pawn, didn't he? Did he? Yes, he definitely mentioned it. Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom, were his words, I believe. So you heard about that, did you? I expect you were as incensed as I was. Oh yes, the idea of such a wonderful story languishing in Mr. Windibank's storeroom gathering dust. My dear madame, I'm quite sure I told you already. The pawnbroker's storeroom is the safest place for it, more secure than the bank's vault. And what about your Stradivarius, Hurley? Was that safe and secure? Well, there may be the occasional mix-up. You mixed it up! Caused by a certain impetuous someone not too far from me now. Do you have any idea how long it took me to write that Baskerville story, Hurley? Oh, it sounds so exciting. The Hound of the Baskervilles. I should love to read it. Ah! What's going on here? Why does it feel like an icy chill just swept through the room?
Susie, what did you just say? You said the Hound of the Baskervilles. But how could you know the full title? Well, that's...
That's because Mr. Sato is such a great fan of all the stories about Mr. Sholmes, of course.
But, Bruno, the Hound of the Baskervilles has never been published.
What?
When I showed Hurley the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet.
I don't understand.
That's why I said he'd keep it safe. Until it was the right time for the story to be made public, you see.
So that's why the manuscript is at Windibanks?
And yet, how could Susie here know its title? Well, Hurley, what's going on?
Ah! What is it, Mr. Sholmes? It would appear our guest has arrived. Oh, nice deflection. Miss Lestrade. This was a bad idea. I knew I wasn't welcome. I'm going. No, wait, Miss Lestrade. We've all been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Haven't we, Iris?
Oh, yes. Just wait there, Ginny. We'll have everything ready in a jiffy. Come along, Susie. Right, of course. It's a pleasure to see you here, Miss Lestrade. Please make yourself at home.
Don't stand in the doorway, my dear girl. Come along in. What say you to some Mendelssohn? I won't take no for an answer. Mendelssohn it is, then.
Kitty!
That evening, Iris prepared us all a meal that was even more delicious than usual. Mr. Sholmes' violin performance was in no way meddlesome. And Gina, as we came to call her, taught us all how to steal things from one another without being noticed. Everyone thoroughly enjoyed themselves, well into the night. 15th April, 9:34 p.m. Naruhodo's Legal Consultancy. This is like 6 hours later-ish. That was a very enjoyable evening, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. Iris's cooking was truly divine.
And I feel as though I can still hear the enchanting strains of Mr. Sholmes' violin, even now.
Best of all, I bet I could steal the glasses from his lordship's face next time we're in court. Naruhodo-san, could I consult with you about something, I wonder?
What's the matter, Susato-san?
It's about the telegram I received. The one that arrived first thing this morning, I suppose. I've been summoned. What? Summoned? What do you mean? The telegram was from the Lord Chief Justice's office. Lord Stronghar has asked to see me.
The Lord Chief Justice? When?
Tomorrow morning.
What? Then we have to start preparing at once.
Oh, no, that won't be necessary, Naruto-san. I've been summoned alone.
Alone? What on earth for?
I have no idea. I suppose I shall find out tomorrow.
What's all this about? Whatever it is, it's making me feel very uneasy. Oh, who could that be, I wonder?
Good evening, friends.
Ah, Iris. Hello again.
And Gina, too. Yes, Ginny's going to stay with us tonight. She's going to sleep in with me. Isn't that right, Ginny? Well, yeah. How lovely. Let me make a pot of tea. You know, I've learned so much today. Oh, what in particular? All those things Ginny showed us. Wasn't it wonderful?
Ah, you mean all those pickpocketing techniques? We had fun trying them out on each other, didn't we?
I think I've awakened a natural talent. I could earn a living from it.
You might be getting ahead of yourself a little there. So, what brings you up to our humble quarters at this late hour?
Well, you see, I came to return this.
Wait, what? That's mine!
Oh my, however did you? I told you, didn't I? I have a natural talent for it.
Oh, yes, I'd forgotten. Iris literally is a child genius.
So, anyway, here, you can have it back. Not that I really understand why you wear it, though.
Ah, thank you. It's literally his lawyer badge.
All right then, good night.
Yes, good night.
So this is your office, is it? What do you think, Ginny?
I think I want to fancy me chances with a lawyer what lives in a place like this.
Yes, me too.
It seems as though Iris here saw something she'd like to talk about.
I suppose she probably wants to talk about the manuscript.
Yes, I suppose she probably does. Alright. The manuscript.
Iris, I suppose you're hoping to talk about the manuscript, aren't you? Aren't you going to tell me? I'm so sorry. I need a little more time. Please. All right, I understand. I hope I haven't made you feel awkward. Oh no, not at all, Iris, not at all.
I don't know what all this is about really, but it's a story you made up. Is it, Iris? This mental script or whatever you call it?
It's not exactly a story I made up. It's something I read in Daddy's diaries.
Daddy's?
That's right. I don't suppose I've mentioned it to you before, Ginny, but my daddy was Hurley's assistant once. His partner.
Eh?
They solved all sorts of strange and mysterious cases together.
Is that right, mister? Apparently so. I was as surprised as you are, though.
And Daddy wrote all the details of every single case down, you see, in his diaries. So I study them and write my stories based on what actually happened.
So, where's your old man now, then?
He had to go away on urgent business to faraway land, and he'll be gone a very long time. So I've never really met him.
Oh, right. Oh, you don't know just how long. Come to think of it, I don't know anything about Gina's parents either. Perhaps we should ask her. The Hound of the Baskervilles. Iris, this Hound of the Baskervilles story. I take it that's another tale inspired by your father's accounts?
That's right. I thought it was fascinating. But it's different somehow. From the other cases, I mean.
Oh? How?
I don't really know, but it must be special in some way. Because after I'd written it and I showed the manuscript to Hurley, he turned as white as a sheet. It's the first time I've ever seen him like that.
It pains me to say this after you've toiled over it for so long, Iris, but the story must not be published at this time, under any circumstances.
Why not? It's one of my best works.
Not at liberty to say. Not now, so please, do not ask me.
All right then, I won't.
But I do solemnly swear that I will explain everything one day, Iris, when the time is right. And that's how the manuscript came to be with Mr. Windibank, isn't it?
Yes. Hurley said it had to be somewhere very safe.
That really gets my goat, that does. He's treating you like a child. It's mean, that's what it is. Keeping secrets like that. I'm sure Mr. Sholmes isn't trying to be mean. Eh? If he said he wasn't at liberty to talk about it, I'm sure there must have been a very good reason.
I think so too.
You lot are too trusting for your own good. But he can't pull the wool over my eyes. Sholmes is lying to Iris. I bet my life on it. What?
Hurley's lying to me?
Okay, Gina. Oh, actually, hold on. What is this? First of all, I do want to see.
Luna, what are you doing?
Look, I'm not gonna steal nothing, alright? It's all junk anyway. Charming. I suppose I should engage our guests in conversation, really. I tried. Okay. Yeah, everything's gonna be the same. I've investigated thoroughly, but I can't find anything out of place. Alright, we need to click Gina. Sorry, Ginny. Alright, let's ask about your parents first. I've realized that I don't know anything about your parents, Gina. I ain't got any, have I? Never did have.
Oh.
Well, A stands for orphans like me. No one wants nothing to do with us from the minute we're born, not even our mums. But we all stick together. The older ones look after the little ones and make sure they get by.
So that's why you're a pickpocket.
Nah, diving's my life. I love it. I get a kick out of it every time I lift some pompous idiot's purse. And that's how we all afford to eat. I'm like Robin Hood, ain't I? That's how I see it.
Oh, Gina.
I do think about it sometimes. What it'd be like to have parents on me. I always thought it'd make everything right. But I haven't listened to what Iris just said. It sounds like having parents ain't always easy either.
Oh.
I mean, if you know you never had them, you don't feel like you're always wanting to meet them.
It's true. Oh. I do want to see Daddy. So much. Oh, Iris.
Alright, Sholmes is live. Gina, what did you mean when you said that you know Mr. Sholmes is lying to Iris? Well, he reckons he popped that mental script or whatever, right? But come on, that's obviously a load of rubbish.
Oh my. Why would you think that, Gina?
It's simple, if that's who I was really in the big storeroom. There's no way someone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, can know about it.
Ah.
Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling you.
But Hurley would never do something like that. I'm sure of it.
Ah! Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars, a lot of them. You just ain't realized it yet. I'm telling you, that mental script ain't at Wonderbanks. You'd soon see if you had a look. Even if you think you can trust him, I don't. That Sholmes is a liar like the rest of them.
If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes.
See?
Oh, but I don't mean that I think he sold it. I mean that I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere. Somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Iris.
Oh my goodness! Look at the time! Come along, Ginny. We should go back downstairs.
Yeah, alright.
And please, don't mention any of this to Hurley, will you?
No, of course not. Good night then, Iris. Good night, Gina.
You must let me make breakfast for you tomorrow morning. I insist. Oh, yes, please! I can't wait, Susie. Good night, then.
Iris. It sure is easy to forget, isn't it? Sometimes she speaks just like an adult. But deep down, she's still just a child.
Oh, well, I think it's time that I turned in for the night too, Naruhodo-san.
Dr. John H. Wilson, Iris's father, but also the name of the murdered visiting professor at Yume University. It can't be a mere coincidence. There's something deeper going on. Just lots of brooding noises going on with Ryunosuke right now.
Mr. Naruhodo.
Mr. Naruhodo. That voice. That's Mr. Sholmes. What's going on? It's the middle of the night. It's Miss Lestrade. She's gone. Gina? She was supposed to be sleeping in Iris's room, but her bed is empty. Well, she's an independent young woman. She probably decided to go home, no? I think not. From speaking to her before she retired, I received the distinct impression that she was looking forward to breakfasting with Mr. Sato. No, I don't believe the girl's gone home, but I've been waiting for over an hour now. Over an hour? Oh. If you'll indulge me, look out of the window, my dear fellow. What's this about? Guess we'll find out, right? Oh. Wait a minute. Why is there a light on at this time of night? That's Mr. Windibank's pawnbrokery. Mr. Windibank's... Oh no. It's simple. If that story wasn't really in old Windibank's storeroom, there's no way someone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, could know about it. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling you. Could Gina have gone? It seems you have some knowledge of the situation, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? Oh, no. No, not really. Well, anyway, we must investigate at once.
At once.
Mr. Sato. '16th April, 1:14 a.m. Baker Street. The door to Mr. Windibank's. It's open.
And the lamp is burning.
It must be Gina, mustn't it? Let us hope it's nothing more sinister. What? Come, there's not a moment to lose. Clearly, something is afoot inside. Oh gosh, wait, already. The calendar on the right. Stuff is shattered and there's a lot of blood. Something happened. There's no one here. Oh, yes. There is. Ah! Mr. Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes! What the? Has Sholmes been shot? Leave me, Mr. Naruhodo. But after them, go. Right. Blast. I've lost them. Hello, what have we here? Leon was just ready for this pawnbroker, sir. Would you happen to know something about that? Officer, come with me. It's my friend, Mr. Sholmes. He's been shot. Shot? With the policeman close behind me, I ran back to Windibank's.
Mr. Sholmes!
Mr. Naruto!
How bad is it? Never mind me, but there's much at stake. Behind that door. In the storeroom. Hurry! It's Gina!
Oh no. To be continued. And Gina is going to be accused of murder. Let's be real. We already know that's happening. I'll be alright, Mr. Naruhodo. After them. Go! Behind that door. Behind that door. In the storeroom. Hurry! It's Gina. From that moment, Windibank's pawnbrokery became a crime scene. Everything that followed happened in a whirlwind of activity. The arrival of the police, the preliminary investigation of the scene, and the questioning.
It was just before dawn before I was allowed back to my lodgings at 221B. '16th April, 6:21 a.m. Naruto's legal consistency. Oh, Iris. A telegram came, but all it said was, wait at home. Oh, yes, we asked one of the policemen to have it sent. It was simply impossible to come back. When I woke up, I was all alone. Hurley and Ginny were gone. Everyone was gone. What happened, Bruno? Poor Iris, she's trembling. She's obviously trying very hard not to let herself get too worried. I'll explain everything that I know. Something awful has happened, hasn't it? Ah, yes, I'm afraid so. The events at Windibanks. Sorry to have to tell you this, Iris, but Mr. Windibank is dead. He was shot. We discovered it in the early hours of the morning. Oh, yes. I had a feeling. You did? Well, I saw all of those police carriages pulling up outside his shop. So I knew something must have happened there. When we entered Windibanks in the small hours, we disturbed a gang of 2 thugs. They ran out onto the street and I chased after them, but they got away. So, it was one of them who shot Mr. Windibank, I suppose? I don't know, but that's not what the police believe at the moment. Oh? Why not? They've arrested someone else as their prime suspect, you see. Gina. Jenny? But why? Well, the thing is... No, Ginny wouldn't do something like that. I know. None of us think she did it. Then why have they arrested her? Sorry. There was nothing I could do. Show him the situation. So where's Hurley then? Is he still there investigating the scene? He really ought to have some breakfast. It's not good for him to miss meals. I don't want you to worry, Iris, but I have some news about Mr. Sholmes. Huh? He was taken to hospital this morning. What? Well, when we entered Windibanks, a gun was fired and he took a bullet. Hurley was shot? No. It's all right. His life isn't in danger. Really? Are you sure? Where is he? Which hospital? He's at St. Cinder's. They're tending to him there. I must see him at once. I'm sorry, Iris, but you can't. Why not? That's not fair! I'm a family member. I should be allowed. No, I mean, nobody can see him at the moment. He's not allowed any visitors. They're preparing to operate, you see. To operate? Oh, poor Hurley.
The injured Sholmes. It was the two thugs who were in Mr. Windibank's shop. They shot Mr. Sholmes when we disturbed them, you see. It was pitch black inside the shop at the time. My mind went totally blank, I'm afraid. I just froze. After them! Go! After that, I ran out into the street, but... well, they were long gone. I shouldn't have hesitated. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. I let them get away.
I think that's a very good thing.
Sorry?
Well, if you'd seen which way they went and chased after them, you might have been shot as well, Bruno.
Oh.
On top of everything else, I couldn't bear that.
Oh, Iris. Susato's situation.
Where's Susie, Bruno?
She's still at the police station.
Oh, why?
I expect she's still being questioned. The police said that they wouldn't be finished for a while.
Why aren't you there then?
Well, I didn't get a good look at the criminals anyways, but they weren't questioning me for long. And Mr. Sato stayed behind the scene to tend to Mr. Holmes, so they didn't get started until later.
Ah, I see.
Besides, one of us had to come back to be with Iris. I'm glad Inspector Gregson agreed to me leaving early.
You should have let me know and I would have come to the station.
Alright, Gina's arrest.
I don't understand why they arrested Ginny. It's not fair! What about the two thugs that were at the scene? Why aren't they the prime suspects? After all, they shot Hurley dead, didn't they?
No, I mean, Mr. Sholmes isn't dead, Iris.
It's all so horrible.
The thing is, Mr. Windibank was found on the floor in the storeroom where he keeps all the deposited articles. And the storeroom door was locked from the inside.
I see.
But he wasn't alone in there. Gina was found next to him on the floor as well.
Oh no.
And according to the detectives who investigated afterwards...
Don't tell me. There was no one else in the room.
Yes, exactly. How did you know?
It's the only explanation.
Yes, the only explanation indeed.
What do you mean by that, Bruno? Well?
Ugh, what can I say? I'm damned if I agree, damned if I don't. Locked room murder mystery! I'm afraid I'll need to go out now again now, Iris. There's not much I can do at the moment. But I can at least try to find out how Mr. Sholmes and Gina are getting on.
I want to go too. Take me with you, Bruno. I can't stand just sitting around here waiting.
I'm not sure how I feel about taking a 10-year-old child to the scene of a murder. But I don't want to leave her all alone here either. Alright then, Iris. Perhaps you can help me.
Oh, yes, I'd love to.
Gina's at the prison. Mrs. Sholmes is Probably in his hospital bed.
And don't forget we have to visit the crime scene. We need to conduct a thorough investigation.
Ah, I can see you're ready for action. I imagine Iris would appreciate going to the hospital sooner rather than later. Alrighty, so where do we go first? New location added. Now we get Iris's point of view on everything. So we get, let's see, the prison, St. Sinner's Hospital, and obviously Windibank's. Windibank's pawnbrokeries. So I think we're gonna start with the prison because I'm worried that Mr. Sholmes won't be out of surgery, so we'll visit the hospital after. So prison, the prison cell where Miss Gina Lestrade is being held pending trial. We need to do all we can to help her as quickly as possible. So let's see if we can visit Gina. 16th April, local prison, cell 13. Hello, Gina. I don't think you're allowed to have that in there.
Oh, you saw the grenade launcher Hurley and I made.
I wish you wouldn't point at me all the time, though.
What are you here for? Ginny.
I have a feeling it's because of us that you ended up in trouble. So we were thinking that we might be able to help you.
Oh. Well, you can't.
Sorry?
You get lost. Don't be like that, Ginny. I know you didn't do it. You never shoot someone. I just know you wouldn't.
You think you know me? Pull the other one.
Oh.
You ain't got the first idea about the likes of me. I'm a thief. I pinch people's purses when they're walking down the street. That's how I get by. And if I saw me chance, I'd sneak into a pawn shop any day of the week. Just to see what I could lay my hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am.
But Ginny.
I'll be in court tomorrow, they said. Some cove came by before and said he'd be a lawyer for me or the like. So it was my right or something. But I told him to get stuffed. I don't need no lawyer. I don't need no one. She couldn't be staring at me any more obviously if she tried.
Why are you being like this, Ginny?
Legal representation. I don't understand, Gina. Why did you send the public defender away? Hey, you want me to sign some papers? Representation papers or something like that? It's all gonna be rigged anyway, the whole trial. They'll put it on me cause I'm a kid. That's what grown-ups always do.
Why do you think that?
Cause that's how it's always been for me, growing up in the back slums my whole life. If you do what the grown-ups tell you, it'll get your mate struck off by the coppers, or worse. I've had it happen to me before and all, but I'm so nearly snaffled on the back of it. You can't trust no one, that's the point. As soon as you do, you're gone to grass. Dead. Gina, listen. If you like, in tomorrow's trial, I could forget it!
Ginny! Don't you trust Runo?
Nah, I don't. Look, I'll ask you nicely now. Just leave me alone. Alright, we can at least ask what happened. Will you tell us what happened, Gina? Last night at the pawnbrokers. There's nothing to tell. I figured it'd pay me, so I broke into the place and started going through the storeroom. But the old bloke walked in on me and you know the rest.
But why, Ginny? Why would you do that?
Ain't it obvious? The place full of stuff I could sell for a shilling or two. Dipping ain't easy, you know? It's lots of work and half the time you don't even get nothing.
Is that really why you broke into the place?
What?
Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else?
Oh, give it a rest. What be the point anyway, eh? Nothing I could say would make a blind bit of difference.
Please tell us, Ginny. We'll believe you, whatever it is.
Believe me? Don't be daft. You can't believe nothing. Everyone lies all the time. Ain't you? And you know what? When it comes to liars, I'm the biggest of the lot. I've told some unforgivable lies I have.
What do you mean by that? What unforgivable lies?
Unforgivable lies?
What did you mean before, Gina? When you said you were the biggest liar of the lot? Why don't you tell us what these unforgivable lies you told are? Maybe we can help.
Sorry. We're out of time. They're gonna want to question me now.
Ginny, please.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to give you this. Something to remember me by. A photographic print of a really adorable cat. I found one in the pockets of the scope. Ain't no point in me having it.
I wonder what a little photograph like that was doing in the pocket of that overcoat.
Anyway, don't bother coming again. Bye.
Oh, Ginny.
The white cat photograph has been entered into the court record. A photograph depicting a sweet little white cat obtained from Yuna while interviewing her in her prison cell. Alright. Well, I guess now let's try to see if we can visit the hospital where Mr. Holmes was taken having been shot.
The hospital feels positively ancient. I hope Hurley's in good hands.
April 16th, St. Sinners Hospital, Ward 3.
Hurley! Oh! He's not here.
No, that's strange. The nurse definitely said he was in the bed by the window, didn't she?
Ooh, I know what's probably happened. Hurley was being a big baby and the bull moon wasn't that bad after all, so he's been sent home.
I'm not so sure about that. Maybe or not. There's no question that it was a fairly serious injury that Mr. Sholmes suffered.
Oh. Hello, what have we here?
This war's off limits, no visiting. What are you doing in here, eh?
Well, I'll have you know, we're Hurley's next of kin.
Oh, what? Begging your pardon, ma'am, sir? A little lady and a curious Eastern gentleman. A great mystery solver as a mysterious family, eh? If that's how you see us, sure.
Where is he, Constable? Where's Hurley?
I believe he is currently in the operating theater, ma'am, undergoing an extensive operation.
Extensive?
It has been several hours since he went in.
Oh dear, is he going to be all right?
Well, it doesn't appear to be working, you see. The anesthetic, that is.
Oh!
I have heard a report that the gentleman claims he have had a little too much to drink last night. Coffee, that is. Anyway, I think it'd be fair to assume that he won't be back here for several hours yet. I see. Thank you, Constable. Perhaps we should leave and come back later. Okay, first of all, I need to point out in my brain, why do I have the Bobby in a higher pitch than Gina? I think, to be fair, it's because, like, the first time I did the Cockney accent for Gina, I just went with, like, a more natural tone. And because I have to pitch shift for a different character, I went higher up. Okay, I think I am gonna try to swap the voices if I can remember to. Oh, gosh.
Oh, poor Hurley.
That's the only thing I can think of, honestly. Alright, so he's still in surgery, which means at this point, all we really have is Windibank's pawnbrokery. Alright, 16th April, Windibank's pawnbrokery. Alright, remember, constable, the constables need to be lower pitched in that Cockney accent. I think it's a Cockney accent. I don't 100%.
It's where it happened then. Last night?
That's right. The two thugs I told you about were obviously ransacking the place, looking for valuables.
But apart from the policeman here, you wouldn't know anything that had happened. There's no sign of a disturbance.
No, you're right about that, actually.
In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seem to be the ones doing the ransacking.
I know what you mean. They're like a gang of organized criminals, all dressed in black. Oi! Oi, that! Oh, Inspector, good morning. I suppose I have to thank you for your vigilance last night. We got to the scene before it was disturbed, at least. Shame you let the two rogues get away, mind. Yes, I'm sorry about that.
I thought you assigned extra men to the beat around here, Grexy. Now look what's happened. Hurley's been injured because there weren't enough police on duty.
Oh! Your ladyship! No one told me you were coming.
I I expect you to take full responsibility for what happened to her, Lance. He has the very best medical care.
Of course, your ladyship. Very best doctors in the capital are tending to him as we speak.
And I don't think it's Rudolph's fault that the rogues managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminals is the police's job.
Absolutely, your ladyship. As you say, ma'am, as you say. The jet in black is totally blameless. Everyone's in agreement about that. Would you believe it? He's like a completely different person with Iris. Talk about a personality change. Oh, well, my manners. Are you thirsty, your ladyship? Perhaps you'd like some juice? Some nice, refreshing fruit juice?
Oh, why? Are you thirsty, Gregsy? I have some of my special herbal tea with me if you'd like some.
Lovely. So very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship.
I don't even recognize him like this.
When she says bark, he says how loud. It's pretty much the vibe I'm getting when it comes to, like, I don't recognize this guy. Oh my god, I've got so many cables. Alright. Investigation.
So, how is the investigation going, Inspector?
Nothing too, really. Very simple case this. There's some very definitive evidence. We're just about to charge that diver we arrested last night, in fact.
Gina? You're going to charge her?
That's right. We should be able to bring her before the judge at the Bailey tomorrow.
Definitive evidence, you say? What is it? Come on, show me.
Your ladyship, as much as I wish I could oblige you, I'm afraid.
I see. You've already captured the pair of thugs who broke in here last night, have you?
What the?
And you're going to put them on the stand as witnesses, are you?
How could you? How? How could you possibly know that?
I had a feeling, that's all.
Remind me never to try to keep a secret from Iris. So, you've arrested the two men who shot Mr. Sholmes, have you? Well, yes, they were rounded up pretty quickly by the lads on the beat.
And Miss Lestrade is being held at the prison?
She should be. That's assuming she hasn't lifted the key from the jailer, of course.
Alright, Mr. Sholmes. Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's his condition?
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential.
Well, I know he's being operated on at St. Sinners. Why can't I see him? I'm family, you know.
I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. It's a hospital's policy, no visiting at all.
Oh.
The blood must have ate an artery in his midriff. He'd lost a fair bit of blood.
Oh, no.
He didn't seem to bad in the first hour or so. But a hemorrhage like that is enough to make even the one and only Sholmes pipe down.
Mr. Sholmes is like Mr. Sholmes is a human like the rest of us, you know.
Well, anyway, he's having emergency surgery right now. They've got to stop that bleeding.
But he will be alright, won't he? They'll be able to make him better.
Of course, your ladyship. Will be right as rain before you know it.
Oh, really? How do you know?
Eh? How do I know? Well, because, of course... I guess. Because Mr. Holmes is such a great detective, that's why.
We better pray the doctors have a better grasp of what's needed to make someone well again.
Oh dear, please don't die, Mr. Hurley.
I'll report to your ladyship the moment I hear he's out of the operating theatre.
Alright, her ladyship. I couldn't help noticing, Inspector.
What? Out with it, sunshine?
Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris.
What's the sauce, Sonny? I'm a copper and we don't go for favoritism.
But he's right, you do treat us differently.
It's because of those adventures of Herlock Sholmes stories, that's why.
Oh?
I crop up in them, don't I? Inspector Tobias Gregson.
Oh, well, yes, because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's.
What did you write about the inspector, Iris?
I don't remember, really.
It was one of Sholmes's lines. Gregson is the smartest of the Scotland Yard, is this how he put it?
Oh, did I write that?
And you know what one line did for me, eh? The very next month, my pay doubled. Doubled, I tell you.
Ooh, that's amazing.
All because everyone from y'all reads them. They read all the Herlock Sholmes stories. They've even set up a fan club for me.
Of course, that explains everything. It was around that time you became such a toady to me.
Oh!
Queen, remember how you were like, what is this word from the Wordle? Not only did it get used, it was highlighted in orange and toady. Oh, that's beautiful, actually. So for those that don't play Wordle, Toady was one of the recent Wordle puzzles. How many days ago? It was like 3 days? I think it might have been on Friday. I'm interested to see. Yeah, Friday. Wait, Monday, Saturday. That's kind of funny, actually.
Can you blame me? All it'd take is one bad word from you and Sholmes could change his tune about me. Gregson? No, the great detective Woolsey. He's getting quite overrated these days. Think what would happen to my salary if that came out in print, eh? The whole thing gives me the willies. I can't tell you many nights of sleep I've lost to worrying about it.
But that would never happen, Gregsy.
Every month when the new Rants magazine comes out, my hands are trembling as I turn the pages.
Oh, how awful for you. Here, have some of my tea to settle your nerves.
Oh, lovely. Thank very much. That hit the spot, your ladyship.
Teetotal.
Oh, yeah, there's something I was supposed to talk to you about, actually, Mr. Naruto. Yes? What is it? I've got an important message for you. I clearly forgot about it until now. An important message? I wonder what it could be. Alright, let's find out about this important... yeah, we'll find out about the important message. Are you going to tell me what this important message is then, Inspector? Yeah, it's about that young lady who's normally by your side. Your assistant.
Dear Susie, is she all right?
She's at the station, isn't she? Being questioned, I believe. Nope, not anymore. She had to head off. Head off? Where? To Lord Strongheart's office, of course. He summoned her. Ah, yes, of course. I'd forgotten about that. One of the whipstocks took her there in a yard carriage after we'd finished questioning her. But she asked us to tell you she didn't have the fare for the return journey and to go meet her there. She's got a nerve using Scotland Yard's the Bloomin' messaging service. See. Well, thank you for passing that on, Inspector.
Why did Susie have to go see the Lord Chief Justice?
She didn't tell me. But I better head over to Lord Chief Justice's office to fetch her straight away. I want to investigate here by myself first. I don't know if I'll be able to with all the police here, though.
All right, then let's see what we can uncover.
Oi, what do you think you're doing, Sunshine? You can't touch anything in here. Oh, but we were hoping to investigate. This is a crime scene, for Pete's sake. No touching.
What's the problem, Gregsy? Bruno's a lawyer, you know that.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry, your ladyship, ever so sorry. Rules and regulations are a thorn on my side. Of course, if Mr. Naruto was to Of course, if Mr. I can't speak. Of course, if Mr. Naruto was to have been properly appointed by the accused, that'd be another matter. The accused? If you could show me some representation papers, I'd be only too happy to let you nose around.
Did you hear that, Reno? You need Jay to sign some representation papers.
Looks like presenting the detective here with the correct paperwork is the only way. I had a feeling. New location added. Lord Chief Justice's office.
Susie's waiting. We need to go and meet her.
Office of Lord Chief Justice Strongheart in Britain's great capital city, London. Its grand stone architecture and the echoey tick of the vast cogwheels lend it an air of authority. I wonder if it's because we haven't done any cases in a while? That would be my guess. 16th of April, British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. Yes. No matter how many times I come here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow.
Do you think the place is oppressive? I think it's normal.
How so?
I mean, look at that suit of armor over there. You can't take that seriously, can you?
Maybe it thinks the same about you. So, everything is clear with regard to tomorrow's arrangements, I trust? Yes, thank you very much. I don't know who's here. That's the problem.
There they are, Susato-san and Lord Strongheart. I wonder what they're talking about. They both look very serious.
Very good. There's nothing further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland.
Wait. What did he just say? Your return to your homeland? Susato-san! Oh, Mr. Naruhodo. What was all that about?
Ah, Mr. Naruhodo, thank you for coming to collect your colleague.
What's all this about? Why are we talking about Miss Susato's return to her homeland? And tomorrow? Tomorrow? But what about Ginny's trial? You mean she's been formally charged now? Oh dear. Returning to our homeland. Hey, Susato, what's all this about? Oh, please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo. It's only me going back to Japan. Your life here can continue just as it has. That's not what I asked! What happened? Why are you leaving? It's my father. He's fallen ill. Oh no! Professor Mikotoba?
If I may.
Yes, sorry?
You must be the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news.
10 days ago, Father collapsed with a fever. The cause is apparently unknown, and seems he grows weaker day by day.
I don't believe it. As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital, Tokyo, takes some 50 days. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Miss Susato's departure as much as possible.
Yes, absolutely. I will leave London first thing tomorrow morning. I can't believe this is happening. Gina's trial. So, Gina has been charged? She'll have to appear in court? Yes, she was formally charged a few hours ago, and the day of the trial has already been set for tomorrow. No! Not even 24 hours later?
Gina? Ah, the Lestrade girl in the murder of the Baker Street pawnbroker, yes. An all too conspicuous case. The pickpocket was clearly disturbed amidst robbery and shot the man in a panic. No, the art is overstretched as it is without wasting time on these open and shut cases.
It's not wasting time. Jeannie would never do something like that.
Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, yes, Lord Strongheart?
In defense of your fine services to date, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence. But I have no recollection of admitting a child into my office. Leave. Now.
Of course, Lord Strongheart.
Criminals will tell the most palpable lies in order to evade justice. Police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel all their untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. There are far more serious matters with which to contend.
Serious matters? Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday? Yes, Inspector Gregson made a similar remark yesterday.
It's no concern of yours, though I'm sure I need not remind you of that. Three minutes precisely until my next meeting. You must excuse me.
There's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart.
Which is?
It's Miss Lestrade's trial. I wonder if you might permit me to defend her.
A timely suggestion.
Sorry?
The girl currently has no representation.
But that's not fair! Yes, she may be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial.
Do not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those too poor to afford representation with a public defender. The accused need only sign the relevant paperwork, and a defense barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young girl in question has refused that right.
Why would she do that?
A question you would do well to direct at Miss Lestrade. You'll find her at the local prison.
Yes, thank you.
Now then, it's time I was leaving. Good day to you.
What a day. Gina charged with murder. Susato-san about to leave. Come, Mr. Naruhodo. Iris, we must make haste.
But, Susie... You're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have packing and things to do? As Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, my personal circumstances are of no consequence. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sato. That's a very pensive look.
I think we ought to visit Gina first. In any case, I should like to wish her well before I leave. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go.
If I'm honest, this has completely thrown me off. I'll just have to do what I can, as a lawyer. Alright. Back to the prison! 16th of April, local prison, cell 13. Ah! Hello again, Gina. Higher pitch, higher pitch, higher pitch. you lot here for now. To have the muzzle of that grenade launcher shoved in our faces yet again, obviously.
I think I need to improve the way you load your ammunition to that thing, don't I?
Look!
You can come as many times as you like, but I ain't got nothing more to say to you. Gina, I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I'd like to say.
What?
I'm sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell.
Farewell?
Tomorrow I must begin my journey back home, to Japan. I fear we may never meet again.
Oh, right.
I've had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories. And yet, as things stand now, it will be a glum parting indeed. Poor Iris is so miserable. Susie.
Well, that ain't my business.
Both Iris and Mr. Naruhodo believe you to be innocent, Gina. They've put their faith in you, but somehow can't find it in your heart to put your faith in them.
Yeah, that's right, I can't. What of it?
It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends when they're so clearly unhappy. Because of you.
What? It's my fault?
Yes. So I have one final request, Gina, before our paths never cross again. Right here and now, I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith that they've invested in you. Only by doing that, will you be truly as alone as you claim to be.
What are you talking about? What do you expect me to do, eh?
You've told us that everyone lies. So prove it by admitting one of your own untruths. What is it you said before, Jeannie? You said something about unforgivable lies. I must tell Mr. Naruhodo and Iris the truth now. That is my last request before I leave. My last request as a judicial assistant.
No, I can't. Whatever these lies are, they're obviously weighing very heavily on Gina's mind. Gina, I could be wrong, but is it something to do with what happened 2 months ago? Something about that trial? The one in which Magnus Milgilded was acquitted? The case of that mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You were called as a witness by the prosecution. Isn't that what this is about?
Yeah, you're right. Because in that trial, I lied. I lied like you wouldn't believe.
Will you tell us about it now? The trial 2 months ago.
Like
you said, it all happened 2 months ago. The coppers got hold of me and shoved me in the witness stand.
And based on your testimony, Mr. McGilded was declared innocent.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I lied about a whole bunch of stuff.
I knew it. What sort of thing did you lie about?
I was hiding under the seat that night. That was the truth. It was pitch black in that little cubby hole. I couldn't see a thing. And then... I heard that loud thud, like someone falling on the floor.
And that's when Mr. McGilded discovered you?
Yeah. He pulled me out from under the seat and sat me next to the dead man. There wasn't much light to see by when I went and looked at my hands. I had the cove's blood all over them. I was so scared, I couldn't even speak.
You had his blood on your hands? In other words, it was Gina that the witnesses on the roof deck saw through the skylight. Then Mr. McGilded started asking you questions, I suppose. Who you were, and why you were hiding under the seat.
Yeah, he did, only that's not all.
What do you mean?
I mean, he threatened me.
Threatened you how?
He made me swear about what I'd seen, what I'd heard. And about what he was going to do after the cove was found dead. He made me swear I wouldn't tell no one about any of it. If I did that, he said he'd let me escape before the coppers showed up.
Gina, you must tell me what he swore you secrecy about. What you saw, what you heard, everything. What you saw. You said McGilded made you swear not to tell anybody what you saw. But you were in the pitch black compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you? Yes, with Mr. McGilded sitting above your head, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's true, but... It was when I heard the thud of the gold hitting the floor, I let out a little scream, see? Couldn't help it. The gold had heard that and dragged me out by my arm, and that's when I saw it. It was on the floor next to the old gears of what had been stabbed. A disc, all bright and shiny.
A disc? Do you mean...
Yeah, that's it. One way. The day he took off me at the window banks.
So the music box disc was there on the floor of the omnibus?
Not for long. McGilded spotted it straight away. He picked it up smartish and stuffed it inside. In his inside pocket.
So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago? At the scene of Mr. Mason's murder?
And the bog trotter told me. I want to mutter a word of it to no one.
Alright, what you heard?
Because it was so dark under that seat in the cab. I was straining my ears the whole time. After a while, I heard the door and footsteps inside the cabin.
Presumably that was McGilded getting on board.
Nah, not only him.
Oh.
Because I could definitely make out the footsteps of two people.
Huh. In that case, it would seem likely that was Mr. McGilded and the victim. Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGilded claimed he slept during the carriage ride.
But whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness and I always succumb to it.
And your own testimony, Gina, supported his.
All I could hear was the Irishman snoring. Yeah, that wasn't exactly true. Neither of them was asleep. I could hear them talking all the time in low voices.
What?
What were they talking about? Sorry, I know. The sound of the horses and the wheels was too loud.
That still tells us something. Mr. McGilded and the victim knew each other.
So McGilded was lying as I suspected. No, bad mouse, after the event. I knew it wasn't gonna take long before someone raised the alarm that the bloke had been killed.
Yes, you were quite right. The other passengers on the roof deck noticed very quickly.
So when the cab came to a stop, McGilded told me to hide back under the seat again. I climbed in and waited. The two cops from up top ran off to get the coppers.
Yes, Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First.
Right, and after they gone, McGilded asked the driver to do him a favor.
A favor?
Now there, fella, what I need you to do is take this coat of mine and deposit it with a nearby pawnbroker. And for your trouble, let's see now. I'll give you 10 guineas.
A nearby pawnbroker? You mean on Baker Street?
Yup, you got it.
It was Windibanks.
The coachie snapped up the money and ran off to pop this coat as fast as he could. So then there was no one left in the carriage. McGilded opened the box under the seat. And he let me get out of there. Not without conditions.
I see.
McGilded's conditions.
What were McGilded's conditions then? For letting you go free, I mean.
Not telling a soul, not for anything, but what I saw and what I heard. And there was something else as well.
Huh? There's more?
Yeah. This is the most important thing, he said. I'm after sending the coachman on a little errand for me with some small change in his hand. Now then, did you hear what I asked of him? Did you see anything at all, You asked him to go pop your weasel, right? Aye, the fiend's taking me overcut the deposits with the pawnbrokers hereabouts. I want you last to take the redemption ticket for it. Do you understand? What? You want me to have this ticket? That's right. I'll come fetch it from you later, sometime within the next 2 months. You have to hang on to it until then. That clear? Whatever you do, don't lose it. All right then. And in case I might happen to be delayed at all, you had to go to the pawn shop when the bank is, and you had to extend the loan for the 2 months of... If you forget, your school will be forfeited and any old fiend could come along and buy it. Eh? But I ain't got that kind of brass. Here's £5. That should be enough. I understand each other, lass. Don't try anything funny now, if you go against me. Yeah, I get it. Good. And one more thing. In a few days from now, he'll be visited by the police, I've no doubt. The coppers? Aye, they'll be asking you to take the stand in court to testify as witness. So let's just have a wee chat about that, shall we? What is it that you might say? And what is it that you want? After I'd gone over it all, I piked it, cause far away from there as I could. I had the pawnbroker sticking some bushes near the scene. I went to fetch it the next day once it got dark. So McGill had planned it and coerced Gina into giving false testimony. I bet you're ready to string me up, eh? I lied. In that big old courtroom, I told some corkers. The thing is, he said it would make it so we couldn't live in the East End no more. That's what he threatened me with. What a wicked man. I know everything what went on in the back slums. I know we had no one to look after us, and we was all just looking out for each other, getting by together. So you mean Mr. McGilded would have... In an heartbeat, he could have had a lot of us chased out of there if he'd wanted, and then where could we have gone, eh? Nowhere, that's where. So, I didn't have no choice. Thank you, Gina, for telling us everything. What? I'm for it now, eh? Go on, admit it, you must be livid. Well, you can make amends by doing me a simple favor. Favor? What? Sign the representation papers for tomorrow's trial. Eh? If you don't actually want me to represent you in court, you can rip it up later. But we need that paperwork or we can't investigate. The police won't let us. Investigate what? The scene of the incident last night. Mr. Soames was shot, you see. You what?
Harley's having a big operation right now, Ginny.
Is it bad? Is he going to be alright?
Soames is gonna be alright, right?
That's why I want to investigate. For Mr. Soames' sake as much as anything. Right. So, what you're saying is, if I sign a bit of paper, everyone's happy, is that it? Something like that. Mr. Sato?
Yes, of course. I have the representation papers here.
I don't need no one to stick up for me, though. No lawyer or nothing.
Poor Ginny. She seems so lonely.
Gina's representation papers have been entered into the court record. The paperwork signed by Gina to put me in charge of our defense, showing this to Scotland Yard detectives gains us access to the crime scene. Well, at least this mean we can, at least this should mean we can investigate the scene of Windibanks now.
Yes, and perhaps we can come back to visit Ginny when we're done there.
I feel like we finally cracked Gina. She's opened up to us at last. And now I have her representation papers. No one else knows just what a responsibility that is. Anyway, for now it means Inspector Gregson can't stop us investigating at Windibanks. Although, something tells me he's not going to be happy about it. Perfect time for a break. To be continued. Alright, so let's do the save here. Alright, thank you everybody that's been here watching, chatting, and lurking. I do feel good to continue on. So we are going to just take a break. I might be a little bit longer just to let my voice rest a little bit extra. But I do want to thank everybody that's been here watching, chatting, lurking. I do sincerely appreciate it. Make sure you guys get up, stretch, bathroom, whatever it is you might need to do as well. And I'll see you guys in a few minutes.